Did you know around 80% of purchases on Amazon are through the buy box? That's right, it's where the action happens, and as sellers, we need to ensure we're maximizing our share of it. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, I'm Daniel, and I have been a full-time Amazon retail and online arbitrage seller for over 40 years now, doing over $1 million in revenue every year. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for all Amazon sellers, and that is winning the buy box. I also own a 100% free Amazon community with over 150 active members that is filled with tons of great value and weekly calls. So if you have been thinking about selling on Amazon or you are a new Amazon seller, I would love for each and every one of you to join. In addition to that, I also have a premium Discord server with daily leads, weekly calls, and 24/7 access to myself. So if you're ready to take your Amazon business to the next level, go ahead and try it out 7 days free along with 50% off your first month with code MDR50. Now that all of that is out of the way, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss another video, and let's dive into the Amazon buy box. The buy box is prime real estate for us Amazon sellers. It's where we maximize our profits and get the most visibility. But how do you win it? There are 4 key factors in winning the buy box: pricing, shipping, reviews, and stock count. Let's dive into pricing. Pricing is the main factor when obtaining the Amazon buy box. But why is that? Because Amazon is a consumer-focused business, meaning that they want to give their consumers the best experience as possible. One of the few things us as sellers can control is the pricing. We can always raise our price, lower our price, and consistently update our pricing to match the current buy box. One of the best ways to consistently stay on top of your pricing is using a repricer. I personally use the Go Aurora repricer, and you can try it out for free with the link down in the description below. One of the biggest things to understand about winning the buy box is you do not have to be the lowest price on that listing to obtain sales. As we previously mentioned, shipping is also a factor in obtaining the buy box. Let's say I have an item at Amazon FBA and I am priced at $27 with a delivery date of tomorrow, but there is another seller priced at $20 but their delivery date is 7 to 10 days from now. I would be more likely to obtain the buy box. Using Keepa buy box statistics is one of the best ways to see what the average buy box price is, along with seeing what percentage of the buy box other sellers are winning. The most important thing you can do is price your items at a competitive price. So if the average buy box over 90 days is $27, you do not want to come on the listing and price your items at $40 unless Keepa is telling you that the seller count is dropping and that demand is rising. Typically, when I'm pricing an item on Amazon, I'm looking at the Keepa buy box statistics for a 7-day average unless it's a seasonal item, which I know the price spikes and dips multiple times throughout the year. Shipping is the second biggest factor when obtaining the Amazon buy box. If you are offering an item for sale on Amazon via FBA, meaning that you are shipping the item to the customer yourself, I highly encourage you to go into your shipping settings and update your templates to same-day handling or one-day handling. If you're sending your items FBA for Amazon to ship your items, you cannot really control how long it takes Amazon to receive your items and make your items available. So here's a little trick I like to do to make sure I'm maximizing my profits. When I create an FBA shipment, I like to price my items around $15 to $20 over the current buy box, and then I reprice my items accordingly to the current buy box once all of my units become available on that listing. Let's say I created an FBA shipment a week ago and my units are already checked in and available for sale and I'm priced at $27, but another seller shipped their FBA shipment a month ago and they're priced at $20, but their items aren't available for sale on Amazon yet due to the receiving time. I will be more likely to obtain the buy box over the $20 seller. The other seller may still generate some sales, but let's make no mistake about it, they're definitely not maximizing their profits. So I definitely recommend when sending FBA shipments, price your items high until all units become available, and then you can adjust your pricing accordingly to the current buy box. The third metric used for obtaining the Amazon buy box is seller metric and reviews. But why? Because Amazon does not want to give a seller a lot of sales if they are constantly getting bad reviews and shipping their items late. Really, I can't stress to you enough how important it is to stay on top of your seller metrics and make sure you're doing everything in your power you can to give the customers on Amazon the same experience you would want to receive yourself. If you look at any Amazon listing using the Keepa buy box statistics, more times than not, you'll see the sellers generating the most sales and getting the most buy box also have the most reviews. Now keep in mind, as an Amazon seller, it's hard to get reviews. I get maybe 1 review for every 300 items I sell on on Amazon, but I can control how often I'm staying on top of my account health and making sure all of my seller metrics are in good standing. So if there's an Amazon seller on a listing with 40 reviews, but each review is a 1 or 2 star, and there's another seller with 5 reviews, but they're all 4 or 5 stars, the seller with 5 reviews would be more likely to obtain the buy box than the seller with 40 reviews with bad reviews. Reviews do play a role in winning the Amazon buy box, but it's not near as important as the competitive price and shipping speed, so I wouldn't worry too much about the reviews as most of those are out of your control. More so, I would worry about making sure your account health is in good standing throughout the whole year. The last metric in obtaining the Amazon buy box is your stock count, but make no mistake about it, this is the least important metric there is when it comes to obtaining the buy box. Let's say there's a listing and an Amazon seller has 30 units in stock, but the other seller only has 3 units in stock. The seller with 30 units will be more likely to win the buy box more often, although the seller with only 3 units will still generate sales. I really can't stress to you enough, this is the least important metric, and I've had sellers tell me before things like, Daniel, I bought 600 units of this item and the next seller only has 50 units, why am I not constantly winning the buy box? The answer is, that is simply not how it works. Buying a ton of quantity of one item thinking that is going to be the reason you win the buy box is a horrible idea, and your money would be so much better off spent across multiple ASINs and lower quantity of units. The buy box is constantly changing. It rotates between sellers often, but as long as you're doing these 4 things, you will generate sales and obtain some of the buy box. Just a quick recap, the 4 factors that are considered when obtaining the Amazon buy box are shipping speed, pricing, reviews, and stock count. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and join the free Amazon community linked on my page, and if you're ready to take your Amazon business to the next level, then try out my premium Discord 7 days free and 50% off your first month with code MDR50. Again, the premium Discord server comes with daily leads, weekly calls, and 24/7 access to myself. Try it 7 days free and 50% off your first month with code MDR50. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, drop a comment down below, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss another one of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time.